Hello everyone and welcome back to my playthrough of The Outer Worlds. Last time we finally managed to get to the VIP guest room floor where we had most of the tossball team, the Rangers I believe they're called. We talked to a few of the guys, kind of helping corroborate Birdie's claims that they were out all night drinking. We saw a woolly cow that was inebriated. That was fun. We talked to Stephen Woolrich, who was Halcyon Helen's co-star. And he seemed pretty oblivious as to what was going on too. Although he was poisoned. Same with Helen. We talked to the chef of the resort, who again seemed to be not very nonchalant about. Well, not nonchalant. He was a little scared because he wasn't the one that actually prepared Helen's dinner. It seems it was someone else. He was not away lounging in the crew quarters. We also made our way to the new platform where the profitability is, finding an out of control, what do they call them again? Automechs? Robot. It was milking canids instead of just milking the woolly cows. And a tour group got killed, and the guides wanted the keys for their rooms back because, you know, they wanted the keys back. So, and we were just outside the building of the Prophet of Profitability. That's where we left off. All right. Time to see if this prophet lives up to her name.
Using the promise of transcendence to lure profit seekers. Shameful.
So it seems. Huh. I apparently did not level last time. I will do so now. And let's keep going to persuade. I want to get 100 in there. There we go. And the last three, where can we put you? Well, let's put it in dodge. Or defense, I guess. Because I keep seeing the dodge icon, like the double space bar at the top. But I can't do it because I haven't unlocked it, I guess. Okay. Raise the skill to 100. Nice. Okay, perks. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Increase the damage dealt by science weapons 50%. Damn. Sure. Why not? Actually, before I do that, yeah. Is this considered a science weapon? No. Like, will it actually say if it's a science weapon? Yeah, well. I mean, I haven't been using the science weapons. It's utter buddy. Now let's pick something else. %20 bonus to head, extra headshot, weak spot damage. You know what? Let's do this one. Your next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed critical hit. Why not? Alright. Victoria Foxworth.
About time somebody came the hell back. I notice you're not spattered in blood, which doesn't bode particularly well. For you. I hope you're not about to tell me you lost your nerve.
Blood? What are you talking about?
Your confusion sounds earnest. Suffice it to say, I'm here to make sure a particular task is completed by any means necessary.
Death to outsiders?
Pardon my tomfoolery, stranger. I see I've mistaken you for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Victoria Foxworth, Rizzo's executive clerical actuator. Pleased to meet you. Might I ask what brings you to the reserve?
Lots of things, actually. I'm investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen. The trail has brought me here.
A professional, I see. I don't know anything about any murder, but you might be just who I'm looking for. There's a particular task that my hunters haven't yet been capable enough to complete. I wonder if you'd have any interest in it.
Depends. Go on.
As you may be aware, Slug currently owns the reserve, but it rightfully belongs to Rizzo's. There's an ex-Rizzo's employee currently in possession of the land grant for the entire complex. Insult to injury from Slug, and evidence that this complex is rightfully ours. This particular individual is up there in years. His mind is failing. Leaving the land grant to him is like leaving it in the trash. I would like you to retrieve it.
What makes you say the reserve rightfully belongs to Rizzo's?
You mean you don't know the story? This atmospheric complex was first annexed by Rizzo's. We'd planned a lovely wildlife-themed attraction to be built here. Alas, due to some backhanded and admittedly shrewd legal footwork on Slug's part, Rizzo's ownership of the complex was lost. Now we rent it from Slug. I seek only to have what was stolen returned to us.
I don't understand why you need my help. Can't your hunters handle one old man?
I would have thought so too, but I sent my scouts out ages ago and none have yet returned. The old man's certainly too senile to be a threat, but it's possible Slug put him under guard. You're not recognizably with Rizzo's. Thus, it shall be easier for you to get close.
I'll see if I can solve this situation non-violently, as I tend to like to do.
Solve the situation however you like, so long as you bring me the land grant. The target in question lives out in the woods, exactly where I'm not certain. Best of luck.
Okay. Aaliyah Mason.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's private prosperity retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the retreat?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out, or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
That's quite an equation. Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
I'm sure. For a positivity disciple, you sound a little less than enthused.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
Starting right away, I'm sure. I was hired to look into Halcyon Helen's murder. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
You guys even have self-flagellation? Jesus, man. The Prophet had some kind of feud with Halcyon Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Spencer Woolrich?
Oh, you must have misheard me. I said high profile, not had profile.
Ouch.
Mr. Woolrich comes by much too often to be worth mentioning.
Okay, who was it?
Yes, How?
Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious.
Fuck off.
Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Mm-hmm. Have you noticed any unusual behavior in the retreat lately?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
I'm guessing she doesn't let you take care of her sessions that often. Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
It's all for now.
Certainly.
Bye.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious.
No?
I noticed the Prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
You're sure it was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Couldn't you have brought this information forward a little earlier?
I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
I'll look into it. Like everything else. Penitent disciple.
I'm going to absolutely murder the next quarterly report.
Good luck with that. Ooh. Welcome. If you're in search of a seminar, please speak to the Prophet of Profitability directly. The messages on this terminal are private. Should you read them, your humors may be thrown off balance. Is your curiosity worth the loss of profits? Yes. Yes, it is. From Bellamy Ruth. Ruth Bellamy. Prophet, I've talked with my agents, and they've told me that what I said about your seminars, RE not taking them, actually lost you about 30% of your revenue for the next 3 months. Jesus, woman, how much were you paying this woman? With future losses projected. When I said I wasn't much interested in attending, excuse me, I didn't really realize that it hit you quite as hard as it did. Guess that's the price of stardom. Everyone listens a little extra to everything you said. I'm hoping if you've got space that I might be able to attend one of your sessions today as a means of apologizing. I know that notice is short, but I'm hoping you can fit me in without too much inconvenience. So it looks like Ruth was trying to make some form of amends. From Lee Whitaker. Hey Prophet, Whitaker here. Wanted to ask how that mix of herbs I sent you has worked out. I was skeptical at first about using them for meditation purposes, but hell, what do I know about productivity? That said, be sure to remember what I told you. Don't cut the herbs asymmetrically. Hampers the texture. Don't leave them out in the sun. And for law's sake, make sure you keep the smoke doses small. Last thing you want is to accidentally send somebody into a coma or worse, kill them. Be smart, Whitaker. From your devoted attendees. Profit. The other attendees of Tripling Profits Through Transcendentalism and I have reconvened and we're all in agreement. Your seminars are simply top-notch. We've seen a 0.5% increase in each of our businesses in total profits since we attended your seminar together. Of course, with the price of material, shipping, and other costs involved, boils down to more of a 0.1% increase, but an increase is an increase. If you ever decide to visit the Grand Colonial, you simply must let us purchase you a round of drinks. Thanks to you, we certainly have the bits for it. Let's repair our stuff, because why not? Actually, I also want to modify and upgrade our weapons. I think I like them. What is this? Yeah, the carbine. So we have the quiet muzzler. Nope. Fun times barrel. Critical damage 25%. Or rate of fire 15%. I think I'll go with the critical damage. Okay, so the Magnum, so magazine size increases 50%. Damage type is shock. Damage type plasma. Corrosion. Or N-ray. This is plasma already, I think, right? I think I want to stay with plasma. So this will be pointless. Because it's already plasma. Yeah, because it's red already. I might as well just increase the magazine size. Okay, and the scope. So extendo sight, so weapon range 25%. Or range weapon spread is -20. Super scope 2000. Replaces a weapon's iron sight with a magnifying optical scope, allowing precision shots at a greater range. Applies a 6 times zoom. No, that's way too much. Post armor damage dealt. So the sight improves the damage dealt after armor penetration. I'll just keep the regular scope. And then this gun. Yeah, keep the critical damage. Let's do this one. Let's do this one, corrosion. A sight on a pistol is just funny to me. I mean, I know it exists, but like a little pistol like this, a revolver. Yeah, sure. Let's put the scope on there. And then let's tinker with these guys. So it actually does quite a bit of damage already. More so than my assault rifle. But look at the cost difference in like upgrading these. 73 bits. So we'll do one more. Yeah. And this one, same thing. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then let's buy ammo and sell the rest of our stuff. Sell that, sell that. That does burn, eh? I'll keep the rest. You're the prophet. Okay. He looks special. Alright. I mean, I wanted to look around first, but I don't want to have to come all the way.
The prophet says to purge the mind of truth.
Yeah. Alright.
No purpose in the pursuit of profit.
What is that? Hi, Prophet.
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
Now, how did you know I was an inspector?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all.
Fair enough.
With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars.
I'm sure you
We
would.
should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
Humors, I don't think I understand. Or actually, you know what? I'm not even going to indulge her. Didn't Halcyon Helen say you were a hack?
Absolutely not. Any statements by Ms. Helen about us were blown out of proportion and altered by the media. In fact, she quite recently... excuse me. I seem to be remembering something that never happened. Whatever the case, I'm sure her speech about us was all a misunderstanding.
Okay, humors, I don't think I understand.
As science has taught us, the body is made up of two things, flesh and humors. These humors are semi-fluids that, when improperly balanced, may cause you to function inadequately. By signing up for my seminars, you can balance these humors for only mildly inordinate and repeat payments. Cancellation is subject to repercussions.
I'm sure. Something about this seems fishy.
No, I assure you, we all bathe semi-regularly. That's probably just the compost heap we have our customers, seminar visitees, lie in. It promotes freeing oneself from one's body.
You have people lying garbage.
But of course, no one need subject themselves to such repercussions if they don't cancel. Regardless, can I interest you in a seminar?
You know what? Fine. I will indulge her. You know, I have been feeling like my potential is hampered lately. What do you offer?
We offer a wide variety of seminars for all your corporate needs. Employees not working hard enough? Employees dying too often?
Way too often.
It's most likely your managerial humors.
You mean it's my fault?
And of course, seminars for balancing the energies of your business offices. Interior decorating is much more important for success than many would believe.
That's why feng shui's a thing.
Sounds at all interesting to you. Might I interest you in the first 82 words of our most popular seminar's introduction? Free of charge.
82 words. Do I really want to hear this? I'll admit, I'm kind of curious. Free? Sure, I'll hear it.
Byzantines live lives fraught with competition, and that competition can be immensely stressful. You must, first of all, find a way to balance your thinking. Think not of bits lost, but of those you have yet to gain. After all, peace leads to productivity, and productivity leads to profit. though thought alone won't balance you. We have a strict regimen to promote humor clearing. Session attendees stand on burning coals, sit for hours in our productivity smokehouse, and of course, fast throughout.
Of course. So in order to be productive, I need to suffer?
Precisely. The barriers within yourself will break down as your skin sweats and blisters, giving the evil humors the proper space to escape. It's my patented method.
I'm going to ask you some questions about Halcyon Helen. Please answer truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
So you and Helen didn't get along, I hear. I mean, we already covered this.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
I read your terminal. I think real carefully before you lie to me again.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
Someone said they just saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your yurt.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
The quicker I get the truth, the faster I can leave you alone.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes, but as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
Did you buy it? Because I don't buy it. You said that you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
I mean, we've already been through this. I'm going to select some different. Really? So no messages from her or anything like that?
Your tone of voice seems to suggest that you have information already, which also suggests you read my terminal. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
Why is the terminal not in her yurt? Like, why is it like across from it? You know what I mean? Her own private terminal. That's all for now.
Beep, beep, beep. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
When I first saw these, I thought they were logs. These are the biggest fucking spliffs, man. Burning these would generate some pretty toxic smoke.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and/or death.
Discrepancy amplifier. How would these most likely be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Can you analyze the chemical these herbs are treated with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils.
Industrial solvents.
Include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Jesus. Should I? Sure, I'll taste the herbs. Though the dry herbs are difficult to chew, the flavor is less bitter than you would have expected. It's woodsy, like tripicale, with a singed aftertaste. It's actually slightly better tasting than your average can of salt tuna. So are most boots.
Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation.
Decapitation.
Slight possibility of calculation error.
All right, make a note of it and let's move on. So we finally talked to the Prophet.
Gotta keep going. I can feel my inner negativity seeping out of me. Breathe deep the fumes of revelation.
Yeah. Ooh.
I can take a hint.
No one saw me. This is a silver tongue one, so helps with dialogue. Alright, let's check out the rest of this enclave. See what's over here. Prophet Disciple Daily Schedule. So awaken, praise the Prophet, listen to the Prophet. From 5 to 12. There's not even like 5 minutes to like get up, stretch, brush your teeth, take a fucking leak. Nothing. From 5 to 12. How many hours is that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 7 hours. 2 hours sweat house meditation. 2 minutes for lunch, of course. 2:02 to 4, hot cold training. Stomach purging. An hour to throw up. 2 minutes for dinner. What are you throwing up? What the fuck are you gonna eat in 2 minutes? And then another stomach purging. So these guys are bulimic, I guess. 6 to 8 medical attention. Yeah, no shit. Clean the retreat from 8 to 10. Only 2 hours? I think that's a little too conservative, if you ask me. Beatings by the Prophet. 1 minute free time. And 12:01 to 2. Disciple's choice. Self-flagellation or meditation on productivity, followed by no food next day. 2 o'clock. So they sleep for 3 hours. I thought Aaliyah said that it was it bi-hourly self-flagellation? Chronofield aggregator. Oh, I can't open it. All right, you know what, Vicar? That hat really does look kind of ridiculous on you. Like, how do I take it off? All right, what could I give him? Renovated exo helmet. One-handed melee. You know, here, you can wear this nice baseball. See how gorgeous you look in that thing. All right, so steel backpack. Don't know what that is. All right, that's everything there. Oh, that's some blood. Yeah, I think I need to raise my hack. Sorry, I think I need to raise my hack. Because again, I don't know why the Vicar's not giving me... Because my hack is 50... Like, my hack is 112. Oh, it's lockpick. I'm an idiot. It's lockpick. Yeah, I should raise my lockpick. Did I miss a room here? No, I did not. You know, one might argue that, like, I'm stealing from, you know, people who are trying to be devout and shit. But if they're making a profit, then they can just buy stuff back. No problem. I'm helping these guys, really, in the long run. Why can I not? There we go. I haven't even been using this thing. Great. Some more effusive people down here.
Here we go.
Fuck, man, that's creepy.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Don't mess with us.
Make you smile.
Experiment logs database. View lab notes. 556 entries. Warning, 556 out of 556 files corrupted. Run recovery routine? Sure. Failed to recover 554 files. 2 files successfully recovered. Sure. Let's do access log 1 first. Iridium gigaseous. Research notes number 1. I've completed my final round of total immersion, suspension, and exposure tests. Excuse me. As expected, iridium gigaseous dissolves in acid, burns in fire, and can be disintegrated or otherwise destroyed with N-rays or concentrated blasts of plasma. The creature is vulnerable when alone. What creature? Is that what the gigaseous is? It's a creature? However, bonding with a host evokes intensely protective behavior from that host. Safeguarding the parasite. So it is the parasite. So this parasite is indigenous here because it's called the iridium gigaseous. Safeguarding the parasite becomes the host's primary objective, even to the point of aggression and violence. The creature also seems well suited to long-term hibernation and immersion in a liquid suspension. Water and low-grade alcohols preserve the creature. Its metabolic systems, such as they are, slow to a halt Once exposed to a host, the creature emerges from its dormant state and immediately attempts to attach itself to the host's nervous system. Long-term dormancy in an alcohol solution may prove useful to corporate. I'll prepare my report tomorrow. Dr. Amir Zhao. Team biologists. Yeah. Okay, let's do 3 first, because this one we weren't meant to see just yet. Okay, so number 3. Continue my search for more suitable hosts among common fauna. Very promising results from Terra rays. Their biological system is well suited to hosting the parasite. My theory? The parasite enjoys exposure to the atmosphere of Eridanos. It may be manipulating the Terra rays into more frequent and aggressive flight. In every case, the parasite successfully manipulated production of hormones in the host's brain. I don't know how yet. The implications of a parasite manipulating its host troubles me. Its nervous system is exotic and difficult to understand. I can't quite shake the idea that the parasite does not require contact with its host in order to influence its behavior. A suitably large and complex specimen may be able to manipulate the mood of a sentient creature by proximity alone. Maybe, possibly. These ideas are unscientific and founded on my own anxieties. My nightmares have been muddying my thoughts. Should seek treatment soon. You know, that would explain why these guys are like, the large parasites are just like roaming around and everyone's like oblivious to it. That would explain it. Because if it's influencing its behavior, they could just make them feel like whatever. So let's see this one. The parasite seems completely incompatible with the common sprat. This is baffling and disappointing. I have a few theories. Number 1, sprat nucleotides are highly adaptive. Eridanium gagaseus is a half-complete creature. Adaptive mutations in sprat physiology render it a poor host to the parasite. Eridanium gagaseus, I'm just going to call it EG going forward. EG has a particular and discerning sense of taste and finds sprats accordingly distasteful. Option 2 is ridiculous to me, but not strictly speaking impossible. Could both be true? I'm delirious. We'll delete in the morning. I'm glad you didn't. Geological survey notes. The world is beautiful beyond compare. I can see colors I never imagined existed. The sky is a voice and it's singing to me. I see the truth now. I see everything so clearly, so perfectly. The storms of Eridanos are notes in a great cosmic orchestra. The stars are the choir of the universe. And every word they sing is joy. I can't seem to stop smiling. I don't want to stop smiling, ever. So then, are they mixing stuff from the parasite into Rizzo's drinks, which is why they're all like super inebriated and like super happy? They got the biggest smiles on their fucking faces. Like, is that what's going on? Warning, supervisor clearance is required. Accessing this terminal without supervisor clearance, blah, 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 blah. Open last entry. Dr. Amir Zhao, this is to inform you that Rizzo's has been notified of your expiration due to one or more of the following causes. Violent trauma, violent physical trauma, accidental encounter with local fauna, severe physiological reaction to company and company adjacent products, destruction of company property. After careful review, Rizzo's Office of Human Resources has approved the dissolution of your indenturement contract. I mean, the guy's dead. In accordance with Rizzo's company law, your closest living relatives will be rewarded one of the following. 1 regulation-sized crate of Rizzo Spectrum Brown to be delivered within 6 to 8 weeks of product launch. Please note that as a gesture of gratitude for your service, your shipment and delivery fees have been waived. Your work... Who are they sending this to? The guy's dead. He's never going to read this. Supervisor clearance has been granted to Ludovico Q and Zhao A. Please note, in accordance with Rizzo's company policy, supervisor clearance is a privilege, not a right. Okay, hack. Access usage records, supervisor clearance. Data corruption detected. Usage notes. Usage records inaccessible. Now generating error report. Some successful access. Yes. I guess I'll use my intelligence to identify pattern. Or just isolate passcode, I guess. Memorize the passcode. Okay.
Good, we're in.
All right, let's see what's upstairs. Look to sharpen that cap, buddy. What in the fuck? Canid host.
Here we go.
That's the last of it.
No, these are all...
Here we go.
I wanted to see if there was a thing attached to them. But I guess not.
Nice hit.
Oh, hi. All right. Parasite egg pod.
Take your best shot, asshole.
Don't mess with us.
Geological survey notes. Corporate authorized the name Iridanium gaseous to describe the life form. Once we determine whether the creature is a viable flavoring agent, confection ingredient, or drinkable after fermentation, Rizzo's company branding department will provide a more consumer-friendly name. There you go. So they're harvesting these parasites and flavoring their new drink with them. The life form is a parasite. Dissection reveals an incomplete system of rudimentary internal organs. A half-creature, an unfinished accident of orthogenesis. But how can this be? Eridanos is hostile to old life forms. Parasitism implies a rich biological diversity. I theorize that EG is not truly endemic to Eridanos' planet, but was created in the organic waste of the same terraforming system that operates the atmospheric complex. Continuing my investigation, more reports to follow. Happy to be a part of the Rizzo's family. check down here first. Oh, there's more down here. Man, this place is huge.
Here we go.
Oh shit, I'm about to die, I'm about to die. By the way, I'm sure there are people saying, like, why is this asshole, like, looting while there's still combat? Well, I don't know why I picked that up. The reason is because half the time these things just disappear on me. So I want to loot them right as I die. That's a big-ass gun. Grenade launcher. Why not? Discovered several fascinating qualities of EG. First, the parasite's internal biology is, for lack of a better term, highly modular. An elaborate system of organelles, nerve endings, blood vessels, and hormone receptors exist inside its flesh. When attached to a suitable host, the parasite behaves like a biological extension. A metaphor. Imagine shoving a bypass shunt into a terminal. The shunt is the parasite. The terminal is the host. I mean, that's literally how parasites work. Second, the parasite's nervous system houses a string of kernel-like cells capable of receiving and transmitting neurons. What are the implications? Thought manipulation? Thought control? Third, I've noticed an ambient reverberation in the parasite's nervous systems during periods of intense electrical activity in the Eridanos atmosphere. The larger specimens display a greater sensitivity. There's a direct correlation between the complexity of the parasite's nervous system and its size. Yeah, that makes sense. Fourth, there seems to be no upper limit to the size of these parasites. I theorize that these caverns may have housed a particularly large specimen. Oh my god. In accordance with company policy, beginning taste/ingestion test now. May the law protect my atoms. Oh my god, so he actually ate it himself. There's nothing else here, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go to that other cave extension.
Fine hit, Captain! Fate shines on us today.
It's actually got like a face.
Easy does it.
I didn't realize that. It's got like 3 eyes on each side and like a mouth. Well, that's creepy, man.
I have your back, Captain.
You got him.
Good hit!
They're on us.
I mean, yeah.
Well done. We are victorious.
You're fine, Ellie. You're okay. It's all good. Wait, that didn't lead somewhere else, did it? No. And what is this? Nothing. So there are skeletons here, but no research notes. Okay, let's keep going. Is it going to take me out? Yeah, that's not what I want. There has to be more research notes. I would have thought there would have been one more. Okay, I guess not. So where does this go? The holy caves. I totally didn't even realize these were here.
Place looks like it's seen better days.
There's mantisaurs here. Oh my god.
Make him regret
Nice one, Captain.
Nailed him, Captain!
Never anger a man of the cloth.
I got him! How about that? Get on! Get on!
Okay. And there's just a guy hanging out here. Virgil Henderson.
What is this? Another soul willing to brave the dangers of the wilderness? How thrilling to find my paramour out here in the wilds. Virgil Henderson at your service. Board surprise auditor and 5th finest shot this side of Halcyon. Delighted to meet you.
Are you a hotel guest touring the reserve? Where are your guards?
Guards? Don't make me laugh. How could I conduct surprise audits with an entourage of companions? I considered establishing a base of operations at the hotel, but feared someone would spot me. Discretion is extremely important for one such as myself. I'm here to conduct a surprise audit of the local holy caves, Rizzo's lone leased property in the reserve. It is rather notedly empty. Worse, it seems the evacuation occurred without anyone filing the proper emergency paperwork. Tut tut.
Is this guy for real? The bunker was evacuated forever ago. You're years late.
That's why it's a surprise. With all this in mind, there is a small issue. I actually conducted an investigation of this facility several years ago. Since my biometric data might still be registered, it's possible that my entering the facility would not be legally classified a surprise. It's a puzzle, to be sure.
To be sure. Why does it matter if it's legally a surprise if no one's in the bunker to be surprised?
I may be a dashing, gunslinging space auditor, but even I know better than to question protocol. The more order there is, the less suffering. It's basic science. Suffice it to say, it doesn't behoove one of Halcyon's most prolific auditors to try to bend the rules when he thinks no one's looking. Because, my friend, someone's always looking.
No, because there are bodies in the caves. I bet no one was looking when they got killed. I might be able to go in and conduct your investigation for you for a price.
An uncertain suggestion. There are no shortage of legal loopholes for freelance work, but I fear setting my work on the shoulders of someone I've never met before. I may be able to hire you, but let me ask you a question to see if you're fit to represent me first.
Lay it
How
on me.
much do you know about free market economics?
I know that as a freelancer, I'm more cost effective than dying.
That's a sufficient amount of market knowledge indeed. I knew you were the right person for the job. Head into the holy caves and see what you can find. Keep your eyes open for journals, terminals, datapads, anything that might contain info about the operation. I'm counting on you.
Oh, it was.
Excellent to see you again, my friend. Hope you've been keeping your head high.
I think I found everything.
What are these? Research datapads? Not quite what I expected. Let's see what they say. Parasites, caves, thought control. He did what now? Well, it doesn't look like any of this is in violation, but it is disturbing. And disturbing a surprised auditor is as foul as failing to file proper paperwork. Rizos shall pay dividends for my psychological damage. Here's your reward, my friend. Your contributions to the field of surprise auditing shall not go forgotten.
750 bits, that's it, bro?
Much appreciation for your assistance, my friend. May your travels through the aether be free of radiation.
Yeah, same with you. Okay. Why are there mantisaurs all of a sudden? Yeah, I'm aware.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Watch a pro at work. Not bad, huh?
On your left, Captain. I don't think that's working. Take cover! Dr. Fenhill! Plasma isn't working. Can't get past that armor. That one's done for. Plasma won't. Everyone all right?
I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Those guys needed healing too. Wait. Oh my god, I'm surrounded.
Try bigger weapon. Get on.
Oh my god, this does so much damage to them. I guess corrosion's the way to go with these guys. Corrosion's definitely the way to go with these guys. Fuck me. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna port back here. Talk to these guys.
Hey there. You find us those keys?
I surely did. It'd be safer to hide them. They're past the archway in Candy Canyon. I guess just to kill them. I don't know.
That's all of them. You're a lifesaver and a half, Inspector. Lawrence, you got the bits?
Let's see, which pocket did I... Oh, they're in my hand. Here you are, Inspector. We'll make sure to put in a good word with our friends, too. I can't wait to put this behind us.
So what are you gonna do now?
We'll wait here a little longer, and start clearing out their rooms when the shift changes. Not sure what we'll do with their belongings.
Lawrence, we talked about this, remember? What belongings? Anyhow, thanks again, Inspector. Good luck with your investigation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the game is starting to freak out again, so just give me 1 second, guys. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Sorry if it's been lagging for a little bit. I don't know what's going on with this game. It's like I'll start it up, play for like half an hour or 45 minutes or whatever, and it'll start lagging like crazy. I'll get out, like I'll quit the game, restart, and it's fine for if I play like 3-4 hours. Perfectly fine. I don't know what's going on. So what's going on with Mildred?
Sakes alive, people these days have no respect for a corporate name change.
Kind of sound like Mark Hamill then. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Yep. Find yep. So we have to go back to Monarch. Locate the land grant. Right. Investigate the botanical gardens. I mean, I did this. Oh, the body. I didn't check the body. Right. Let's, oops. Yeah. Wait, why there? Oh, did she put in the tunnels? Oh, never mind. What is this?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Semi-recent set of tracks in the dirt stands out from the dead leaves, and those made by passing creatures.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
Are they Helen's?
Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size not found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Interesting that you would have the Prophet of Profitability's footprints on file.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours, scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Corpses don't get up and walk away, and there's no evidence of the body being torn apart.
Agreed. Likely theory. Individual injured was unconscious, not dead, and walked away after awakening.
Strange. Let's keep this in mind. Okay, so let's go back and talk to her. But weird that, like my journal says I didn't track down the Prophet yet, but I talked to her. Unless that wasn't really the Prophet.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
You got some interesting herbs in here.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
Of course. They seem toxic. Toxic enough to potentially kill someone.
None of my clients have ever complained.
Because they all died?
So I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
I followed your trail to where you dumped something into the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
I think it was your morals.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake.
Huh?
Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
Okay, so she poisoned Helen, thought that she died, dumped her body out there. Helen got up, walked back to the Grand Colonial, attended her dinner thing, and fell flat on the floor and died. You sure Helen was dead?
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak.
The wilderness. You didn't dump the body at the Grand Colonial?
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
Did you shoot the body at any time?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
Okay, I think this is turning out to be one of those cases where, like, not one thing killed Helen, Ruth. It was a combination of things. like, I don't know, one of those things where it's like, you know, how you see in like movies or something, where like someone's concussed, like they get hit in the head, they get knocked out. Someone believes that they killed them, but they actually got up and walked away, but they were concussed. And then they, I don't know, bumped into someone else, and the jerkiness of like them getting bumped into is like what the shock of it, I guess, is what finally did them in. Like, stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's not just like one thing, it was a combination of things that actually ended up killing her. I think the poison that Woolrich had, combined with the herbs, might have been a potent poison. Something to that extent. But now the question is, if that is the case, do you find the Prophet culpable? Is she guilty? Actually, I don't think you killed anybody. Certainly not Helen.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Look, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
Halcyon Helen's body was found at the Grand Colonial. She was killed there.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
The only thing you've done is be completely negligent.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen, and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
Yeah, speaking of the constable. The constable's dead. But I guess if you want to be in prison, I can oblige you. No. Yeah, you're up the wall. I'm not getting the deputy or anyone else to falsely imprison you.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
I thought she was going to attack me for a second.
You're heartless, Inspector. How will I ever feel safe again? All I have are dozens of devoted followers and 16 feet of concrete to separate me from my enemies.
That's it? No. As weird as it sounds, I'm gonna clear her name. I guess, by proxy, right? Okay. Yeah, so where's this? So that's over there. Okay. Wait, where is it?
Incoming!
Oh no.
Nice hit! Nice kill!
Yeah, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay. Fuck was that? Fuck him. Oh my god, where did all these guys come from?
Here we go.
My kind of action.
I'll take your confession now.
Keeping you. I'm not done picking on you, Max. I got another fighting me.
Caliban the Heartless? That's not foreboding at all.
I don't know what it is you're looking for, stranger, but I reckon you better get. I've had about enough of you and your ilk coming by with your searching questions and expectant looks. I know you with those void-damned hunters, and I know what you want. Well, you ain't getting it.
Easy there, old-timer. I come in peace.
Oh, please. Don't insult my dang intellect, stranger. Nobody ever visits just because they want to gab with old Cyrus. No, they either want to poach me out of my land or poach me out of my best friend.
Poach you out of your best friend. Are they a tossball player or something?
Ha! No, Kelly ain't no toss baller, though. I reckon she could put the toughest players to shame. It's good having someone like that around. She ain't the brightest bulb, but... can't say I'd have much reason sticking it out in this wilderness without her.
The hunters are giving you trouble?
Damn straight there are. Wish I could go show 'em what for, but I'm old. And I gotta make sure I don't get Callie into no trouble. Two of us have lived on the reserve for years. Every so often, someone comes by trying to steal our land grant and evict us. We hold our own, but it's mighty agitating.
Why not just leave?
And do what? Go back to Rizzo's? I defected years ago. Only thing to look forward to would be a summary execution. And I don't reckon Callie'd have much interest either. Nope. Out here's where we're meant to be.
I can help you deal with those hunters.
Really? Oh, that's great news. Cal! You hear that? We're finally getting some help!
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
this is quite the unexpected turn of events.
Hey, I think she likes you.
Is that a primal? What the hell is it doing here?
Oh, why, that's Callie. I raised her myself when she was wee, and I was one of the first zookeepers at what would have been the Rizzo's all-natural caged animal park. Since Slug took the land complex over and the park was scrapped, she's been my sole companion. Reckon Slug noticed. They figured this place safe enough to entrust me with the land grant for the reserve. There's something about it being safer from corporate espionage.
This is an odd situation, but I'm still inclined to help.
Wouldn't expect a stranger to do an unsolicited kindness to a standoffish old man. There's something else. I suspect you'll find the hunters that have been after me beyond the hills, on the other side of the river from here. See if you can convince them not to poke around here.
I do have a couple of questions. I mean, I was trying to see if I can find like a middle ground between these two guys.
All right, shoot.
What's it like spending your days with a primal?
A lot better than spending your days with a caner, that's for certain. I'm happy out here, and I think Callie is too. Ain't that right, Callie?
How long have you lived out here?
Oh, quite a few years at this point. It'd be since a couple years before the Rizzo's Slug Complex ownership switch. And after that, well, I ain't sure. It's been a while. And for the most part, it's on the quiet side. Just not when those damn hunters are out and about.
See you later. Jesus, man. He's huge. I mean, I'm sure if I looked around, I could find it. It's not in there. I would think it would be in there. He's probably got it on his person. Actually, we can see.
I'll keep it down.
Oh, I can't. Thought I could. Alright. Let's... I have to go all the way back there yet. Again.
Excellent hit! You got him!
Don't mess with us.
Oh, great. These guys also have a primal. Wait. There was a Caliban... What the fuck? Are there two Calibans?
What? What? That's odd.
That I saw.
Better take a look.
I'm gonna get in their face!
Whoa. What is going on? Okay. Thanks for your help, Caliban. Who's gonna fucking talk to these guys? Well, that's stupid. Hey, asshole.
Back, I see. You come bringing good news?
How about why'd you send your fucking grunt after them? This is nowhere near what I wanted.
Ah! Oh, me almighty. You know how to bolster an old man's spirits. Oh, thank you kindly, stranger. Oh, you're right, Cal. How could I forget? Oh, here's a reward for your trouble.
I'm actually pretty annoyed. I'm pretty damn annoyed. I'm gonna raise my lockpick. Yeah, is it saying I botched it or something? No, it's not saying I botched it. Confront Spencer. All right. All right, so I'm gonna save here, and that'll do it for this episode. That last thing with the hunters, that I'm actually really irked about that. Why would he send Caliban if he sent us? You know what I mean? Like, fucking bullshit. Like, I don't know if it was a glitch. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, it's done. It doesn't really matter. I'm just irked that that happened. Yeah, interesting turn of events with the Prophet killing Helen. Maybe she's right. Maybe someone did pick up the body. Because I was under the impression that people saw her alive and then saw her die instead of just stumbling across the body. I might be mistaken on that end. Because I thought it was during, like, I don't know, again, some kind of like reveal for the new drink, for the Spectrum Brown. Yeah, I don't know. What would be interesting is the analyzer, like all these different clues we're collecting. If like when we're nearing the end, it lists off like everything that we've discovered so far. Because it would be nice to have like kind of a look over on the clues, right? That we've gathered. So, anyways, we'll see. Again, I don't know how far along we are in this DLC. My understanding is the DLC normally takes about like 5 hours or so, 5-6 hours. We've already, I believe, passed that point because I think I've had like 4 videos now, 3 videos at least. And they're each an hour and a half, so we're definitely past that point. So I would assume the next video will be the last of it, but who the fuck knows? We'll see. Anyways, hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.